my goodness. So, I dreamt about this piece. And when I dream about it, I know I have to make it and share it, and that there's a reason. Who knows, but that there's a reason. And so I dreamt about this, so this is it today. And there's not a lot to it. The collage pieces in the background are all leftovers from previous collage packs, and then I used the smaller door stencil for the door, and then just kind of worked the paint, and there's just not a lot to it. There really isn't. It just came together. I knew immediately what I wanted and how I wanted it to feel and look, and that grunginess. Oh, I did a lot of dry brushing with a bristle brush. Let me see. I'll show you. You get a different effect when you use those. They're like chip brushes. They're like $1, but they have a different. Instead of synthetic, it's bristle, and so you get some really good dry brush effects. And then spraying water on it and picking it back up really kind of gives it that kind of speckly kind of feel. But I did some writing into the paint, several places, and then that's pretty much it. My charcoal pencil, this little cute little bird up here, that's our truth flying, our spirit is free. So that's pretty much it. This is a 12 by 12 MDF board. So I dreamt about this, and the word truth kept coming over and over in my dream. And kind of the meaning of this whole piece too. And I love it. I love it when that happens. It just means that this is inspired from a higher place. And the title of it is, sorry, The Truth Will Set You Free. And that has so many meanings. But what I want to talk about right for this specific piece is that I really honestly believe that in life there are forces that will tell us the truth and that will tell us lies. And it's just so much easier to believe the lies sometimes because of our insecurities and our pasts and different things like that, and our stories. And if we can shut off that negative lie that happens in our lives often on a daily basis without us even knowing sometimes, and really focus on the truth. And when I talk about the truth, I talk about really being honest about ourselves and telling ourselves the truth about who we are. And, I can say, you are wonderful and you are awesome and amazing, and you are, but until you actually believe it yourself, you'll tend to dismiss that. And the reason I say that is because I know this, and I lived it, and I live it every day. And when we begin to accept who we are and accept our truth, we can be set free from so many things, from anxiety and depression and all of those kinds of things. And for example, I know about me that I am a control person, and I spent a lot of time in therapy, trying to deal with that, because a controlling person is very, very difficult to be in relationship with, and it affects and has affected lots of relationships in my life. And once I came to the term and the truth that this is my makeup, this is my personality, for reasons that were maybe not my fault, or, genetics or whatever. It is what it is. And learning to say, okay, this is who I am. There's a freedom in there to say, okay, I am like this. And then it gives you the freedom to work on adjusting where you need to be. I'm not saying change your core of who you are, because part of that control I really like. Because I'm dependable, I can get a job done, I hit deadlines, as far as work goes, I would be the person that anybody came to, and I like that. But the flip side of that is I can push people away and I'm not flexible and, all of that. And I can say that without being destroyed and without falling apart. And so accepting who you are gives you freedom to work on the areas that need to change. Accepting, like for instance, again, I'll use all of because I have a whole list of things that, I've had, like, for me, I have never been a thin person, except for like one time in my life when I was unhealthily thin because I was believing lies that somebody else told me how I should look. I have a large rear end. I am a very curvy person, and I believed that I should look a certain way. And so I was very sick for a while and tried to fit a mold that was not the truth. And the truth is, I have a large rear end, and I'm okay with that. And I deal with it, and I dress according to it. And it's those kinds of things that we can take a look at and say, this is who I am, and learn to love it, change it. Now, with my large rear end, I could let it go, and it could be a problem. I work at it, but I know for me, I will never, ever be a stick-thin person. I'm just, for one, I don't like going to the gym, and that's not my priority. Creating is my priority. So the truth is, I'm not willing to go to the gym to make myself super thin. So that's the truth. And once you say the truth, you're like, okay, all right, I can work on accepting who I am and where I am and what my priorities are and what my dreams are and what my goals are. So, my friends, the truth will set you free. Oh, I wish I could shout it to the rooftops to every single woman to tell the truth about who you are to yourself, to your soul, and then learn to love it. Learn to grow, learn to change the things that you really need to change, and then just be okay with the truth of who you are. Oh, there's so much. There's just so much. I could go on like a total sermon on this one, but I'm going to stop there. Today, Sunday, I hope you find your truth. I hope you know your truth and you're living it. And if you're not, search for it, accept it, change what you need to change, and follow your dreams and your passions and live your truth, your beautiful, beautiful truth that is you. All right, loves, have a wonderful Sunday. Rest, and always, always know that you are loved.